The Jumble Sale. Little Bear burst into the playroom in a terrible fluster. He upset a jar of marbles and tripped over a jigsaw that had taken Rabbit all morning to do. "Quick, everyone," he called, rolling across the room on the marbles. "It's an emergency!" "What is it, Little Bear?" asked Rabbit crossly. "What on earth's happened?" Little Bear led Rabbit out into the garden, and there, pinned to a tree, was the terrible sign. It said, "Jumble Sale on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Jumble wanted urgently." "Oh, no," groaned Rabbit. "Not again. We'll all be sorted out. Quick, let's get back and warn the others. Old Bear's ear's nearly fallen off, and Bramwell's got a loose eye." They rushed back and warned the other toys, and within 5 minutes there was a queue forming at Sarah Elizabeth's cupboard. Now, Sarah Elizabeth was a very kind little bear. She was always mending the other toys and making new clothes for them. But today she looked at the queue of toys waiting for repairs or new clothes, and she knew she couldn't cope. "No," she said, "it's no good. I can't possibly do all this sewing, and there's only one answer. If you want to be looking your best by Saturday, I shall have to teach you all to sew, so you can do your own repairs and make yourselves new clothes." So Sarah Elizabeth made her own little sign. It said, "Sewing lessons for everyone this afternoon. Materials provided. Smarten up, or you may be sent to the Jumble Sale." By the time Sarah Elizabeth had had her lunch, all the toys were gathered, eagerly awaiting their sewing lesson. "Oh, do show us how to sew. We don't want to be given to the Jumble Sale," said Sylvester Bear. "My trousers are full of holes. I must have a new pair." Sarah Elizabeth emptied out a heap of materials from her rag bag and gave each toy a needle and some thread. All afternoon she showed them how to make jackets and trousers, bow ties and ribbons. She showed them how to darn noses and mend ears, how to sew on eyes and patch threadbare paws. The toys all listened carefully and worked very hard. None of them wanted to go to the Jumble Sale. "Well done," said Sarah Elizabeth, when Bramwell mended Old Bear's ear and Old Bear repaired Bramwell's nose. The bears looked very pleased. Sylvester needed trousers, and, sorting through the rag bag, he found some tartan material that he decided would really suit him. Sarah Elizabeth helped him to cut out the shapes he needed, and then he sewed them together himself. His trousers looked wonderful. Then everyone wanted trousers. Rabbit and his cousin Reggie made themselves whole sets of clothes. "Nobody will give us to a Jumble Sale," said Rabbit. "We look like new toys." It was true. They all looked brand new. Their ears were fixed on firmly, their paws didn't have any holes, and their eyes weren't hanging on by a thread. Sarah Elizabeth was very pleased with everyone, especially Rabbit, who looked extremely smart. "You're all really clever," she said. "I don't think I shall need to sew for you any more." The next day, the day of the Jumble Sale, the whole family came into the playroom to look for toys that could be given away. "I'm sure there are some that have noses or ears missing," said the children's mother. "Let's have a look." They walked round the room and found a row of toys sitting there, smart, clean, well-dressed, and without a single wobbly nose or ear between them. "It does seem strange," said the children's mother a few minutes later as she walked out of the room. "I never realized what good condition the toys were all in. I thought I'd find lots to give away to the Jumble Sale, but all I could find were these." And she held up a bag of marbles and a jigsaw puzzle. "Perhaps we'll find some broken toys for the next Jumble Sale," she said. But now that all the toys could sew, they never allowed themselves to get threadbare again. And as a very special thank you to Sarah Elizabeth, they all made her a beautiful new dress. "We want you to have this," they said, "because you saved us from being given away. And now we never need to worry about notices pinned to trees again." And just for fun, they played Jumble Sales themselves, using all the old threadbare clothes as jumble. "We won't have toys at our Jumble Sale," they said. "You can never be sure they are going to good homes, and we wouldn't want to worry them."